We are back with Dipsey Madden. Give me a second while we upgrade. Dipsey Madden is back. Today we're playing the Rams as the Brooklyn Barons. And this game is dedicated to Linda, who just was the first game that I'm going to play where she's not alive in my entire life. So, maybe they will. Maybe that'll help us. Let's go. We have like the same stupid colors. So it's like, all difficult. So yeah, first Madden game without Linda. They got Nick Boza. So the LA Rams at home versus Brooklyn. Actually, I forget. I think we're at home. Or just switch the jerseys. We're just the same colors. It's so hard to tell. They're yellow, we're gold, but it's like the same. Because they have that stupid fadeaway. Okay, so I'm Walt Dipsey. I'm your announcer. Charles Davis and Brandon Gotten have died, so I am your announcer for today, giving you insight into the Apopheniacs universe and the Digital Sea. So we're gonna get the ball in 5 seconds. So let's just get on down there. And here's the kickoff. Flowers. Gonna give Gaga her flowers as he brings it out to the 28. So let's see how we play with the spirit of my grandma helping us out. So Michael Hernandez, 1 touchdown, 1 interception this season, 125 yards, 15 for 21. He's been hurt. I think he only played 1 game or something, and now he's finally back. And Flanagan, the backup, held his own this whole time. Level 71 overall. And Henry Ruggs III, who we know his story. And the leading rusher of all time, we got Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs. I always want to say Brandon Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, 1 rush, 1 yard last week. 103 yards in his 20 rushes, and that was his 666 yard of the season. And Joey Boza with the tackle. So here's Hernandez. Yeah, there's Josh Jacobs, 666 rushing yards. And here they're gonna air it out. And it's almost picked off. Just a bad decision. So 3rd and 9 to start. And they're gonna come out passing. And it's Ruggs on the slant route. He's gonna catch that at the 48 is where he's gonna make it to. First down. 18 yards, moving the chain. Hernandez is going to see Henry Ruggs wide open, and he hit him. It's a 39-yard reception before he just steps out of bounds. Could have led him a little better on this throw, watching the replay. Great catch. Great catch to stay in bounds on that play. And now what? They're in the red zone all of a sudden. And stepping back, gets it to Ruggs on a slant, and that's going to be a Brooklyn Barons touchdown. So the second passing touchdown for Michael Hernandez on the season. And number 5 for Henry Ruggs. So hopefully Michael Hernandez is looking to get back into the swing of things. I mean, it's really a rebirth for this guy because he's been hurt all season. And yeah, his team kept him in the mix. Is this their season, though? It's possible. You know, we don't know who's going to take this season. But the Barons have only lost one game. You know? So far, we're doing pretty good. So 0-7, and there's 4 minutes left in the first. And now we're going to take a look at the LA offense. You got Luke Davis, who's got 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 73 for yards, and 105 for 150. So let's see how he plays against this Brooklyn Barons defense that's been pretty solid this season. Doing what they need to stay in the mix for one of the best teams in the league. And Bacon is going to get a 3-yard rush here. And there is Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. Skyler's game. And there is Danny's game versus Cincinnati. 2 of the biggest games in the league. And this one was all Cole. Number 38 coming out of nowhere. He was reading it. That was all Cole. Watch this. No, I mean, he could have really broken that one off. Bacon had it. Cole just read the play. And all of a sudden, it's 3rd and 11. So on 3rd and 11, they come out passing the ball. And they've got a guy wide open in the middle of the field. Almost knocked away, but he's going to get it to Roman for a 25-yard reception. Huge. So here's the running back again, Bacon, getting the handoff. And this time, he's got 12 yards. And he's saying on the field, I am coming. That is what I hear on the mic'd up. Here's the same thing, but Mooring this time. The other safety reading the play. It's just another outside run, and they're ready for it. Maybe you go back to that inside run because they've got this outside. I mean, that was a swarm to the ball, even if he didn't read it. Perfect. There was still the swarm. It wasn't going very. So 2nd and 11, and they're gonna pass. And he gets it to number 11, who's got the first down. 2 for 2 now, 37 yards. They're playing really great football. And here comes Bacon again, and he's gonna get stuffed. -3. So on the run, that's McLeod, or whatever his name is. What a strange name. Number 44. Coming out of nowhere. So 3 different guys we've got really just reading these run plays. And now on 2nd and 13, I think they might pass. And they've been good throwing the ball. So here it is, 3 for 3, 44 yards. It's only 3rd and 6. So another completion, gonna cripple this defense sort of, and they're in the red zone now, and it's a run, and it's stopped by number 90. A bad snap slowed the play down, and it's 4th and 4 on the 22. Wow. Wow. Yeah, a bad snap, and then he just hands it to his running back who runs right into, you know, the defensive lineman. Now they're kicking the ball. So going at the end of the first quarter, 3, 2, 1, and they're going to let time run out before they get this kickoff. 0-7 in the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn Barons on top. Down at the bottom of your screen, you can see Skyler's game up against Atlanta and Danny's game up against Cincinnati as they snap the ball and they get this one through the uprights for a field goal. It's good. LA has got some points on the board. So there you go. And here comes Flowers again, getting his flowers. To Gaga to the 33. 30 yards per return. So let's go, they're saying. Let's go. Michael Hernandez gonna fake the run here and bomb it to the end zone. And Ruggs is gonna just miss this one. Had his hands on it and just dropped it. This one to Josh Jacobs, who's got 2. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Very fast. Getting to 3rd and 8. Hernandez drops back. Gets it to Ruggs on the slant. And he's down midfield almost at the 47. Not quite getting there. First and 10 on the 47. They've got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. They're going to hand it to their running back. And I think that's his longest run of the game for 5 yards. So getting him involved is going to change the game plan. Down at the bottom of the screen, you see David lost to the Giants. And then Cowboys 34-24, the final. Cowboys kind of on a roll. 3rd and 5 at midfield. And they're going to hand this one off to Josh Jacobs, who doesn't get it. 4th and 2. And it's a 62-yard field goal. And they're going to look at it. And it's just outside of his range, I think. Just outside. And they're going to call a timeout here. And I think they're going to go for it. You got the best running back in the league. You know? Oh, man. They stuffed him. They stuffed him. So the Rams are going to have another chance at this lead. Big mistake, I think, by Brooklyn. You know, could have kicked the field goal, and you're looking at, and that's a sack! So trusting their defense. Rudolph comes out. It's 2nd and 23. That's going to change the complexion of this game just as much as that 4th down. Flip. So a run, and he almost broke it off. Oh my goodness. Bacon gets a good little chunk of yards. It's now 3rd and 19. Sorry. Biggest play of the game so far. You know they need this. And he's going to take another sack. Another sack. And they are going to take another timeout. Brooklyn on defense here. Maybe a little strategy using the 2-minute warning after this. So 2 sacks. The defense must have felt believed in. So here's Odin. Gonna take the kick to the 40. I think he saw an opening and just couldn't get over there. Okay, so back on the field is Brooklyn. And you know they gotta be careful. So they're handing it to Josh Jacobs, who finally, I think, got his sea legs. Because that was a 6-yard churn fest. And followed by another chunk of yards. Now 8 rushes and 30 yards. A little over. $33 yards on 9 rushes. And they are going to drop back to pass, and Ruggs is wide open. Going to be tackled at the 24. They're in the red zone now with 1 minute to go. Hernandez rolling out right. Doesn't see anyone. Sliding for the first down. 45 seconds. 30 seconds left. And it's a fake jet sweep. And Hernandez running left and rushing in for the touchdown is Michael Hernandez. His first rushing touchdown of the season because this guy has been hurt. And it's his first day back at work. Rolling past 2 LA Rams into the end zone to go up 13-3 on them with 17 seconds left. But LA does have 3 timeouts and 17 seconds. So you can't count them out of a field goal here. So I'm going to take a knee here. And wow. 3-14 is looking dominant, even though, that's not that dominant of a score. This feels like a dominant 14-3. But let's see, how much that holds true. Because it might not. So on 1st and 10, they do come out looking like they're going to run. And they do. And juking for 9 yards. And there's the first time out. Not a bad play. 8 yards on that rush. And now they're passing. And first down, 4 for 4, 47 yards in the first half so far. It's 1st and 10, 7 seconds left. They're on the 36 on their own side of the field. A little slant route. 3 seconds left. They're going to call a timeout. It's 1st and 10 on their own 47. It's Hail Mary time. And that's what they kind of were lined up in, and it's an incompletion. So he goes 5 for 6 in the first half. Almost perfect, but he just threw that incompletion. Almost a pick. Almost a pick 6, honestly. So let's go into halftime. And I'm going to do this. We already saw this one. New York gonna beat the Cowboys, who fall to 1-5. 5. Baker Mayfield threw 3 touchdowns in that game. In Indianapolis, Washington is up 9-7. Greg Watkins has a touchdown. In New Jersey, it's 10-14. 2 1-4 teams going up against each other. And in this game, Michael Hernandez is showing us why he's their starter. A touchdown on the ground and a touchdown through the air. Let's just get right back to it, but give me 1 good minute. All right, here we go. Number 14 for LA. Taking it out to the 33, a good return. So let's see if LA can get into the end zone in this game. They just kind of started falling apart. And here they get the ball. And they're going to get a completion here for 10 and a first down. Number 42, gain of 11. First down. And now they're going to run. And Brooklyn was just ready for it. Defense stepping up again on the run. Just everybody swarming. What do you do? Curtis on the tackle. So here, the pressure getting to him. And it's another sack for Jackson. They are going to count that as a sack. Because they must have got him down somehow. Let's check this out. Boom! And the ball comes out after the sack. After the sack. What a great play. Ripping him down. So let's see how they do on 3rd and 22. It's a screen. It's a screen. Left side, complete. And the defense coming in, karate kicking him in the face. And it's 4th and 16. That would have been a penalty. Wow. Cleveland barely beating 0 and now 6 Denver at the bottom of the screen by 3 points. Oof. That must be a good game. Cleveland barely pulling it off. Brooklyn could win it all this year still. That's the funny thing. Odin taking the kick deep in the end zone, getting it back to the 20. Probably a smart play. We don't know if that was going back or not, so here's Josh Jacobs, who wants that Super Bowl win again. You know, that's what this season is for him. 8 yards on his run up the gut, veering left. Is that this guy needs a second Super Bowl win? Like, oh my gosh. Josh Jacobs is off to the races. The 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Josh Jacobs. 73 yards to the house. Putting the game to bed, I guess. Holy cow. I did not expect him to just break off a chunk. Michael Hernandez, glad he gets to see that in this game. Let's look at the replay because we might not get to. Finds the hole and just explodes on it, somehow making guys miss with his speed still to this day. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm still fast. Because, that's all this is. These two misses. But I want to look at this part again just once. What is it? Right, left, right. Just real easy. Right, left, right, left, right, left. So there you go. The reason he's one of the best. It's that ability to hit that hole. Make plays like that. 21-3 all of a sudden. In the third quarter, late. It's the 7th rushing touchdown, and it was over 70 yards. He's got 779 yards this season already. It's only game 6. And he's getting older, and he's the leading rusher of all time. Every time he does something like that, it just makes it harder. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Frazier, number 42. And he just can't concentrate to get the ball complete on these really... There he goes, getting it to Frazier for 9 yards. He's 8 for 10. So really, it's not his accuracy or anything. It's just getting first downs and game management. There's a first down. 9 for 11, 90 yards. And time is ticking away for LA in Brooklyn. Safety blitz. Getting it to his running back after. Almost looked like a screen, but it wasn't. 11 for 13. 2nd and 5. Another completion. And it's a pitch to the running back left. And he makes guys miss, but Mooring meets him at the 34. And he's excited. He said it's showtime as the third quarter ticks away, and they're only down, a lot. Another completion, getting it to the 24. Now we're at 2nd and inches, and they're in the fully loaded shotgun. 1-0. It was crazy, but now here we are in the 4th. They got a touchdown in every quarter, and LA got the field goal in the 2nd. So let's see if they can get in the end zone in this game right here. They are at the 24, so they're in the red zone. Complete to number 11, down at the 11. He's 13 for 15 for 128 yards. And they are saying, let's shut them down. Let's shut them out. On the field, they're very excited to get this shutout. Try and shut them down. It's a screen, number 20. Bacon gonna take it to the 4. It's 2nd and 4. And Hernandez is pumped up on the other side of the field. And it's a pass. And I think they thought it was run, but somehow number 16 sticking it out. Michael Hernandez freaking out on the sideline. Must just be excited to be back after his long injury. It's 3rd and 4, and this is the shutout, or not. It's not really a shutout because they already scored the field goal, and he's got it complete, and he's going to the pylon, and it's a first down, not a touchdown. 1st and goal, and Michael Hernandez pumping up the crowd still. Are they going to get in this end zone or not? That's the question. So Brooklyn lining up against them. And it looks like a pass. End zone, touchdown, Frazier. And they're in Adelaide. They're going to go up 10 to 21. They're still losing, but they're going to get a little. They're finally in the end zone. So if they could have done that all game sort of thing, we'd be looking at a much different game. Finishing the job on that drive with the extra point. The kick is good, but they did what they had to do. They're still in this game. It's really not over. Like Josh Jacobs said, they got to go out there and get that 4th touchdown, 1 in each quarter. So Flowers, gonna give Gaga her flowers, gonna take it up to the 25. So perfect returning, 28 yards per return. Today, a perfect return, man. So Michael Hernandez is going to take this one into his hands. Oh, and it's incomplete. Josh Jacobs with the butter fingers. Holy cow. 2nd and 10. And Michael Hernandez running this time. Gonna try to get the first down, but doesn't. And so they hand it to Josh Jacobs, who's got it. And then some. And Butler is gonna be injured, so we're gonna take a timeout. Hernandez dropping back to pass and rolling out right, and he doesn't see anyone. And a late hit, in my opinion, but he must have been just well within his jurisdiction. So Michael Hernandez dropping back, and another run. And getting tackled out of bounds. 3rd and 2. And on 3rd and 2, they're going to hand it to their star running back who's got the first down, shedding the tackle. 125 yards in this game for their lead rusher, Josh Jacobs. Only needs 10 yards to get to 800, and tight end wide open. It's Delvin. So finally, Hernandez. He's not even going to get to 150 yards in this game, even if he throws a touchdown right here. Getting it to Josh Jacobs for 6. on a little safety valve. Here he is, dropping back again, going right. I don't think he saw that guy and throws a pick in the red zone and containing him. Ruggs. So this game is not over. Let's see if LA can get in the end zone in the last 2 minutes. A pick in the end zone from Michael Hernandez. So that hurts because he was having such a good game. But here we go. A big gain on that play. 17 for 20. Really outplaying himself. Out there. The Vikings win against the Finns, and another completion to number 19, and he sheds the tackles, almost breaks all the way. 1 minute and 45 seconds left, and LA's still in this game. Has to throw it away. 3rd and 4. Michael Hernandez is not as pumped up, but he's still pumped up out there. I like his spirit. But Davis is scary. You cannot just expect them to take this one lying down. Almost a pick. But he drops it. So they're going to be kicking another field goal here. And I think he missed it. It must have been blocked. Or he scared him. Just a wimpy kick. Missing. The chip shot. A little chip shot. So here's the redemption for that pick. And an incompletion to the wide open running back. Maybe he's having a bad day out there. Sacked. Down. Oh my goodness, LA wants this game. 3rd and 17 now. Hernandez gonna drop back. He's gonna see his tight end and try to float it over the top, and he does. A perfect pass in double coverage to Delvin. 28-yard reception. So that's why these guys love this guy. Tough throw to make. Doesn't care. Sees him turned around. And then Dom Delvin reeling it in like a pro that he is. Here we go, rolling out right. He's gonna have to throw it away, and he did. He got it out of his hands somehow. So 1:08 left. It looks like the last shot at the end zone, and he caught it. Touchdown, Barons. Something amount of yards. From the logo, almost. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs. So they got 800 rushing yards almost, and 800 passing yards almost. And the 2 touchdowns were 3. I forget how many through the air. No, 2 through the air, 2 on the ground. 1 in every quarter. Now LA has 1 minute to respond with anything. Luke Davies, 18 for 23, 159 yards. And he got the touchdown. One of the better quarterbacks in the league. And I'm pretty sure this is the team, I think, to beat the Browns. I'm pretty sure. Although I may be wrong. Some of the best teams have lost a game this season. Complete out of bounds, 2nd and 5. Getting it to Bacon. At the 43, 20 for 25, man. When you play that good and you guys still lose, is it really your fault? Yeah, a little. But it's also on coaching and, like, what decisions do we make? They choose to kick that field goal, but their field goal kicker ain't ready to kick a real field goal, then maybe you shouldn't, you know? So after the timeout, 23 seconds left at the 46. At the enemy's 46. And almost picked off, almost caught. 18 seconds left. It's 2nd and 10. So last pitter patter of a chance, and he's gonna take a big sack. And it's a timeout after that. 4 sacks today. And I think it was Jackson, although I'm not sure. And it's picked off. Number 7 to put this game away. McClendon. Pick. Boom. Boom. Putting the game away for his guys. 8 seconds left. Let's bomb it one more time for Gaga. Whoa, and taking a sack. That's okay. We still got the win, Gaga. This one was for Linda, and so I'm glad that we got to get the win. Oh my gosh. That's what it's like, though. You know, we'll give Butler his sacks. Holy cow. So there you go. 28 to 10. What should have been 28 to 13. So many, there was a lot of sacks. 2 at the end and the last 2 plays. I was trying. We won in everything except takeaways. Had to throw that pick, but we got the pick. So we didn't lose in it. Just tied it up. Michael Hernandez back off of injury. Dipsey Madden back in the rotation. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 60% completion rating. Not that good, but don't gotta be that good to win. Yes. Very nice. Go, Gaga. Go, Gaga, go. Big day. Big game. The Rams fall to 2-4. Brooklyn climbs to 5-1. And in the division, we're looking at a Caps team who's 4-1. The Chiefs 4-1. You know, and then looks at standings, and you get the Oilers as the last undefeated team.
And we all know who that is. It's the spirit of Juge. So Juge is still on top. Everybody else has fallen. So the Oilers are going to go for 2 in a row. But you should not count out all these. Even the Bears who are 4 and 2. Even Skyler's Bucks who are 3 and 2. Or the Seahawks who are 2 and 3. You can't count them out yet. You can count Danny's Ravens out, probably, but who knows? And the Broncos, I might count them out. Even the Titans, even the Cowboys. But like everybody else, they still got a good chance. Skyler winning still in the, in the real people. Everyone else, all these other teams are just like hypothetical. I'm usually represented by the Seahawks, and they're not as good as the Bucks, and Danny is down here. And if Nate had a team, it would be the Cardinals, but like he doesn't actually count because I don't own this team. Could, but I don't want to play the Cardinals twice a year and have it be my team. And I might move the Cardinals out of Arizona, actually, now that I think about it.
Anyway, the Patriots or the Browns or the Caps, they all wanted to, or the Barons. The Bears needed a Super Bowl. But I don't know, man. Juge is on a roll. And if you want to look at the schedule, it's one of the next games. Houston versus Detroit. That's going to be interesting. Seattle versus Arizona. That's going to be interesting. St. Louis versus Houston. It's even bigger because, And I think we're still waiting for Myles Garrett to break the record. Hasn't happened yet. A lot of stuff got put on hold, so I'm giving a little chat. Ahmad Middlebrooks might get caught up to in this game. He had an average game, sort of. And Justin Fields and Justin Herbert, and they're having good games. You got Josh Jacobs and Roman Brown leading the league. Both of them have equal attempts about, but Josh Jacobs, 200 more yards somehow. Same amount of touchdowns. But like we just saw, he breaks off these huge chunks of yards where you're like, what? And Roman Brown is more going to tear at you. Interceptions. Oh, Marquise McClendon's interception put him like number 1 in the league in Brooklyn. That interception was huge. That was a league leading one, I think. Let's check that out. So, player stats. Barons. Defense. Yep, McClendon. I knew that was the guy that we were waiting to get another pick. And what does he do? Gets the biggest pick of the week. That was all Gaga. Number 7. 3 years experience. Marquise McClendon. He's got 5 interceptions. That's the most on the team. That's the most in the league. Who's even next? They're like elites. You know? That guy, he's the guy having the good season. I wouldn't put it past the Barons to win on that alone. I mean, you got that. Bobby Mentor is a Patriot, but like he's there. You got that. You got Josh Jacobs leading the league in rushing. You know, but they're not gonna have the quarterback to get it done. When they won their Super Bowl, it was with Cam Newton. That's right. Cam Newton. And he was just the guy that got it done for Brooklyn. And then they got Michael Hernandez, and he's been good. But he's never really been that guy.